All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever just stared at a huge pile of raw data and thought, how am I going to turn this into a decent presentation? Well, if that's you, you're in for a treat. We're about to see how AI is completely flipping the script on that whole process.
We've all been there, right? That sinking feeling when you know you're about to lose hours, maybe even a whole day, to just copying and pasting, making charts, and trying to get everything lined up perfectly. It's such a grind.
You always start with something that looks like this, a total wall of text and numbers, probably in a spreadsheet or a PDF. I mean, sure, the information's all there, but it's not telling you a story, it's just intimidating. And getting from here to a clean slide feels like a marathon.
But what if? What if you could skip all that manual nonsense and just, bam, go straight to this? A totally polished, professional-looking slide with perfect charts and even some helpful commentary already written for you. I mean, that's the promise of these new AI tools. It's a game changer.
So yeah, let's just talk for a second about that grind. You know, the old school way of doing things that we're all, frankly, a little too familiar with.
You know the drill. You have to hunt for the right data points, then you have to figure out the best kind of chart to use, then you build the chart, write a good title, add your notes, and then you do it all over again for the next slide and the next. It's important, for sure, but it's not where the real thinking happens.
But that's all changing. Instead of just another tool you have to wrestle with, think of this new approach as having an AI copilot right there with you.
So what is this thing really? Well, at its heart, it's software that can actually read your raw data, understand what's in it, and then build a whole slide deck based on what you tell it to do. It does all the heavy lifting, the visualizing, the formatting, so you don't have to.
And the specific tool we're looking at here is from Google. It's called NotebookLM. It is a fantastic example of how this tech can take a bunch of raw info and spin it into a presentation that's clear and actually compelling.
Okay, now for the really fun part. Let's actually walk through the process. You're going to see just how ridiculously fast you can go from a boring data file to a finished deck.
It really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. Seriously, you make a new project, you upload your data, and then you just describe the story you want to tell. That's pretty much it. So when you open the tool, this is what you see. It's super clean, really simple. You just hit that big Create New Notebook button and you're ready to roll. No complicated menus or anything.
The next thing you do is add your source. You can upload files right from your computer or even point it to a website. You basically just drop your data right into the tool.
Now, once your file is loaded up, the AI does its thing. It analyzes it, and then this little slide deck option appears. That's your button. That's where all the magic starts.
So you click that button and this prompt window pops up. Think of this as your command center. Instead of building the slides yourself, you're just going to tell the AI what you want it to build for you. And here's the most important tip. The more specific you are here, the better your results will be. So instead of saying, make some slides, you tell it exactly what you want to see, like, show me sales by region, or who are the top performers, or what are the most popular items. You're basically writing a to-do list for your presentation.
So you've uploaded your data, you've written your prompt. What happens next? Let's take a look at the immediate result.
And just like that, the AI serves up a fully baked slide. I mean, look at that. You've got clear titles, the bar charts are visualizing the exact data you asked for, and it even has a commentary box with an AI-generated summary of the key takeaways. All of this was created automatically in just a few seconds. Okay, this is obviously a massive time saver, but the real value here actually goes way deeper than just doing things fast. This quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. The whole point is to get you a great result without that huge manual time investment. And this right here is the most important takeaway. This AI is not doing your job for you. You still have to understand the data. You still have to know the story you want to tell. What it is doing is automating the busy work of actually building the slides, which frees up your brain to focus on the much more important stuff, like strategy and narrative and how you're going to present your ideas. So, it really leaves us with this final question. When you get all those hours of tedious work back in your day, what does that unlock for you? More time to dig deeper into the analysis? More time to rehearse your delivery? Or hey, maybe just getting to go home a little bit earlier? The possibilities are all yours.